The sounds of Sodor. A composer was coming to Sodor to write music for a brass band concert. Thomas had been chosen to show him around. The great composer wanted to hear the sounds of Sodor to help him write his tune. But what are the sounds of Sodor? Thomas wondered. Thomas listened carefully. He heard birds, animals, and the sea. Those must be the sounds of Sodor, he thought. Then, with a wheesh and a whoosh, Emily puffed past. She was very noisy. The composer won't be able to hear the sounds of Sodor, thought Thomas. I will have to take him where there aren't any engines. Thomas puffed to Knapford Station, where the great composer was waiting. I'm here to take you to the sounds of Sodor, sir, Thomas peeped proudly.
Wonderful, boomed the composer. I will write my special tune as we puff along.
First, Thomas puffed to the gurgling stream. Fish splish-splashed in the water. Here are the sounds of Sodor, he said. The composer listened. Then there was a loud huff. It was Gordon pumping his pistons. Shh, Gordon, wheezed Thomas. The composer can't hear the sounds of Sodor. Next, Thomas went to the whispering woods. The leaves rustled and the birds sang. The composer listened. Then there came a rattle and a clatter. It was Mavis. Shh, Mavis, steamed Thomas. The composer can't hear the sounds of Sodor. As Thomas whooshed away, he wished all his friends weren't so loud. The composer would never be able to write his tune. Suddenly, an idea flew into Thomas's funnel. The quarry is closed today, so none of my noisy friends will be there, he peeped. So Thomas puffed to the quarry. Here are the sounds of Sodor, said Thomas. The composer listened. The quarry was silent.
There aren't any sounds, he said.
Then there was a loud peep peep. It was James's whistle. Shh, James, Thomas tooted, puffing away. But James chased after him, blowing his whistle loudly. Peep peep. Then there was trouble. Thomas was chuffing towards a pile of fallen stones. Thomas, look out, wheezed James. Thomas braked and his coaches bumped. The composer's sheets of music flew out of the window and blew away.
My special tune, he cried.
Thomas felt terrible. I'm sorry, sir, steamed Thomas sadly. But how did you write the tune? My noisy friends spoiled all the sounds of Sodor.
Thomas, your noisy friends are the sounds of Sodor, said the composer. But now I don't have my tune for the concert.
An idea bubbled up in Thomas's boiler. He wheezed away to find his friends. Later that day, Thomas and his friends puffed up to the town hall. The fat controller was there with the brass band. He was surprised to see all of Thomas's friends arrive.
I'm sorry we're late, said the composer to the fat controller, but I think this will be worth the wait.
The composer pointed his baton at the brass band, then at the engines. The brass band began to play and Emily wheezed and whooshed, Gordon huffed and pumped his pistons, Mavis rattled and clattered her flatbed, and Thomas and James peep-peeped their whistles. It was a wonderful sound. Thomas was so proud to have such musical friends. The end.